So I've been watching the news lately, and I'm a little confused. Wrestling, why is that being taken out of the Olympics? The Olympics is it's a program. It's a program where athletes from all over the world compete in various sports. Okay, so by that definition, an athlete is somebody who trains hard physically to accomplish some sort of physical feat. It should be a feat that most people can't do. So I don't know. Is a wrestler not an athlete then? If we're gonna go, they call it Olympic Village with the athletes. So athletes, I think wrestling is pretty well covered. It's a tough sport, one of the toughest. I did it for many years, and many of the people who came from other sports couldn't hack it in wrestling. I would say at least half of them quit. Most wrestlers, that was their sport. That was their dedication. That's what they did in the summer. That's what they trained for all in the off season. A lot of them didn't do other sports. It was just wrestling. So you take wrestling out of the Olympics, then I'm just not sure what some people are gonna compete for. They're gonna feel like, well, this is a dead end sport. I'm gonna graduate college and that's it. There's no hope for me after that. You got other sports, baseball, football, all those other sports. You can go on and compete in the professionals and make a lot of money. Wrestlers don't make a lot of money. It's one of the few sports where there's just a lot of heart. They do it knowing they're never going to make money doing it. That's a sport. Come on now. You telling me equestrian? You telling me that should be in the Olympics over wrestling? The horse is doing all the work. Shooting? Shooting is you could be a fat ass and do shooting. You don't need any athletic ability. You just need a really good eyesight and really steady hands. Not to knock it or anything, but shooting, bowling, things like that. Those are activities. Those aren't sports. If you're going to take something out of the Olympics, start looking in that direction. Look at the things where people aren't being physically challenged. And physically challenged should involve strength and speed, physical skill. Wrestling uses every muscle in the body. Who the hell are these people making the decision to take wrestling out? The IOC? Who are they? How did they get their spot? I don't know. They don't sound like they represent most people's opinion. Wrestling, wrestling is the first sport. It's one of the first sports that was ever in the Olympics back in Greek times. Now, I don't like the excuse of, oh, don't take it out because it's always been. Okay, I'm all for change if change is going to be better. But this change is pointless. It's been in for a couple thousand years now. It must be a sport. Some countries, it's the only sport they get medals in. Countries like Mongolia, Iran, that's their pastime. That's their national pastime. Russia, I mean, they're great at a lot of sports, but I know it's very popular over there. So I don't know, is taking this out of the Olympics a political thing? Is it something to somehow make the U.S. mad? Well, we're okay in wrestling. We're there are a lot of other countries though that can compete very well with us. All those old Soviet satellite countries. The only medals they're going to possibly get in Summer Olympics might be wrestling. So I don't. If it's politics, it's not hurting us as much as it's hurting all these smaller countries. Put wrestling back. Don't take it out of the 2020 Olympics. That's a ridiculous, stupid decision that makes no sense, and I'm going to lose all respect for the Olympic establishment because apparently it's no longer going to be about athletics. It's going to be more about ratings and show and what people want to watch. I mean, Christ, we got two volleyballs. We got volleyball and we got beach volleyball. And Summer Olympics, you can watch volleyball, beach volleyball, all night long with hardly a break of anything else. I don't know. I'll watch it a little bit, but maybe if you actually let people have the choice to watch wrestling during prime time, maybe some people might even be interested in it. Boxing is another one. Stick it when other people can watch it. You got all these sports that involve high level of athletics, and you just don't give them any view time, and eventually, I guess all those ones that are on at 1 in the morning are eventually going to be gone. I don't know. I think it's a very poor decision. I think if you take this one out, what's going to stop you from taking a lot of the other sports out that aren't popular? Keep wrestling and don't open up this can of worms. Leave it.